What's up, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of War Sheep Podcast. Listen, we all know that it's called the American Dream for a reason because you got to be asleep in order to believe it. All right, so let's shed some light on this thing. Some things that I've been talking about for quite some time in regards to our financial system, and honestly, the truth about it, and does it hold intrinsic value? Things of that nature. We're going to shed some light on this because we all know that light creates understanding, understanding creates love, love creates patience, and patience, well, it creates unity. So let's get unified in the spirit.
Is the sheep preaching hate? He says, I'm not going to let the wolf eat me anymore. If the wolf comes in here, next time he comes in here, I'll do whatever I have to do to keep him off my back. Is the sheep violent or is the wolf the violent one? He wasn't teaching hate, he was teaching common sense. You know, somebody's knocking you over the head, stop him. Do whatever you have to do to stop him. You know, the ones that were knocking him over the head were afraid of the fact that he might swing back. So they said, no, he's teaching hate. He's violent.
All right, y'all. So, as you know, our current currency, our fiat, our money system is very questionable, to say the least, right? And I've spoken about this and spoken on this particular topic more, in quite a few different live streams that I've done, just bringing forth a lot of truth in regards to what money system we believe that we truly do hold. I would love to shed more light on this particular topic because I believe there has to be a level of understanding. When you're saving your money in the bank, what are you truly doing? What is your true goals? Why save your money in the bank if they're printing money? Why do that? Why not take these things and, you know, add those things to certain vehicles that will actually have your money making money for you? You understand what I'm saying? So I got some clips here I would love to go over with you guys just to kind of break down some of the things that's being said here, some things that's being talked about, and the reason why this is so profound for you to know this information. Let's get into it. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. It reveals the truth when this bull run will end. That's what this crypto millionaire. All right, let's listen in as what he has to say about our financial system.
Believe in the 4-year cycles.
Or you can believe in the cycle of 100 years.
But when you look at the market, you can see that it's dictated by the Bitcoin halving. 6 months later, we tend to see the bull run start, goes on for about 18 months, then we crash for like 2.5 years, 2.5, 3 years.
Yes, at a micro cycle, yes.
Right.
But at a macro cycle, what are you looking at? What is your dollar worth right now?
In comparison to what?
Exactly.
Okay, so what do you mean?
So what is your dollar worth? What are you comparing it to? You have nothing. You have nothing to compare it to.
Right.
That's where the theft is. The fact that you have nothing to
So
compare.
$1 is always $1. Yeah.
But what is $1 worth?
Less and less every day.
Why?
Inflation and printing more.
Why are they printing more money?
So this is the thing, right? In regards to why are you saving money when they're printing money? Why? Because the dollar bill holds no intrinsic value. It's not backed by neither gold nor silver, right? There's nothing you can compare it to monetarily wise, right? It's value. There's nothing you can compare it to. So why are we holding in such high regards? Our community, my community specifically, hold these things in such high regards. One of the things that you need to understand about, especially women are so forward driven as to if a man's a great provider, can he make money? You need to understand whether this man is a great provider. Can he make great investments? Can he make great decisions as to what he's doing business wise to be able to help grow a business, to be able to launch a business? What is his mindset on? Is he a 9-to-5er, something that is extremely insecure and when it comes to longevity? Or is he somebody who thinks about longevity enough to say, I want to do this for the long, I want to create a business. I want to create a money vehicle. I want to make investments in stocks and bonds. That is true provisions. That is truly providing. When you're making smart and wise decisions to invest, right? Not only in things that are monetarily valuable, like gold and silver, but also that's valuable through crypto, through stocks and bonds, things like that. Are we making decisions like that? Those are the things that we should be asking. But not only that, what is your money? What is it? If it holds no intrinsic value, it's not backed by any gold or silver. What is it? And how do we continue to print money? These are all IOUs. These are debt notes. These are things that have to be paid back at some point. You understand what I'm saying? These are instruments that are being used that the international banks allow us to use because we owe them the debt. Not the United States of America. The United States of America is a business entity, a corporation, right? That has been formed and sold. You understand what I'm saying? To the international banks. And you are just the asset. You're the commodity. You're the thing that they're using to leverage this this printing of money, your birth certificate, your social security number. These are the things that they're using for value as collateral. You understand what I'm saying? Based on your performance here in the US, that's what's going on here. So they are effectively stealing your time. They're stealing your energy. They're stealing your resources. They're taking all those things from you and giving you something that has no monetary value, and then that you have to do and you have to operate wisely with in order to monetize the value from it. Why are you paying a tax on your own land, something that you own? Why are you paying taxes on that? It's yours. So we all have to understand what's going on with this situation. Let's continue.
Debt.
No. So think, why are they printing more money? The answer is more simple than you think. To fuck you.
Oh, right. Okay. I get it. Okay. Like, what do you mean?
That's it. Because fiat by nature was created to steal.
Right.
So the fiat by nature was created to steal your essence, steal your time, steal your energy. This is what we are paying for. This is what you're giving your energy in exchange for no intrinsic value, something that is worthless. It's just pieces of paper. You're giving your energy for something that doesn't really truly exist. Yeah, I mean, you can concretely see something, but it has no real true value in its essence. The only thing that is backed by is military might, is military power. That's it. The war machine is what gives it its value. That's about it. Your energy, the energy that comes from the men and women who join the service to fight. Energy. You understand what I'm saying? Energy is the essence of value. That's what they're paying. That's what they're giving you these fiats for. So you can be able to pay for your lifestyles, your energy. You understand what I'm saying? They're stealing your energy. They're stealing your essence, your youth. They're taking all of this away from you. This is the reason why a lot of people are starting to opt out of 9-to-5s and decided to go for a business strategy so they can have freedom of their time. They're stealing your time. They're stealing your essence. They're stealing your youth. They're stealing your thoughts, your autonomy. This is the things. This is the reason why you go through the public food systems, and it's the same way that it's always been. Is because they're teaching you to be a factory worker, right? So they can steal your autonomy. They're teaching you how to obey and submit because they're stealing your autonomy. This is what the system is about. It's your energy. The moment you start to vote with your feet, you understand what I'm saying, and not allowing them to siphon your energy from you like vampires, energy vampires, then that's the moment that the system will have no other choice but to be for the people once again. Let's continue, y'all. Let's continue.
We are fed propaganda, and if you want to know what's happening in the world, go outside of the U.S. media. Go outside of the country to find out what's going on in our own country, because it's frightening.
I just saw a video where a Chinese Red Note user is finding out that Americans stop going to school because they can't afford the tuition. It's not because we don't want to be educated or we don't care about education. It's because we literally can't afford it. Now the rest of the world is going to find out that Americans do want to be educated. It's just financial barriers.
I'm chatting with a new friend in China, and their law schools are $798 per year, which just makes me feel so angry because I have like $450,000 in debt just to go to law school. And I'm explaining this extremely bonkers system that we have. And I'm like, this is a slave contract.
This American posted a graph showing how his loan interest can increase every year. And a Chinese person responded saying, but isn't it your house? why are you being taxed on your house? Isn't that robbery?
They didn't understand what a collection company was, first off.
Isn't that robbery? The answer is absolutely. It's absolutely robbery. And the only way that they get to continue to do it and get away with it is because we do nothing about it. We do nothing to actually exercise our voice and opinion on it, to have it effectively changed in our society. Honestly, tell you the truth, this is what it is. In China, of course, they care about their people a bit more, as to where they actually allow their people to take breaks for naps during work days. How many of you work a 9 to 5 and you got to work 8 hours, 9 hours, even 10 hours straight with no nap, with no breaks, no rest period? Only rest you really get is sometimes 30 minutes, if not even that. That 30 minutes is truly only about 15, 20 minutes. You understand what I'm saying? Let's keep it a buck, because you got to get back to work on time. And so now, even with that hour long break, that right there even isn't enough, because you got to get a meal in. Not only you got to get a meal in, but also you got to get back at least, you got to take a 40-minute break. It's not a whole full hour break. You understand what I'm saying? 40 minutes, because you got to get back and make sure you're on time. So my thing is that, we're a society that's ran off of pure coffee. You understand what I'm saying? We're running on fumes in this country. People are running on fumes, and productivity is the most important thing. Your energy, like I said, is the most important thing to anyone in this country. You being productive, productivity, that is it. Let's continue. Your health, your well-being, none of that matters. Emotional health, mental health, all of that shit, none of it matters to any of these people. That's the reason why you got to take control and be your own boss. That means you can have your own schedule and you can treat your people how you feel you really want to be treated. Let's continue.
I guess that's not a thing in China. And one of the Chinese guys who was responding to our comments was asking about collections companies. The only words that he could understand it as in China, when we had to translate his comments from Chinese or Mandarin to English, he was calling collection companies robbers and gangsters. That's the only thing that he could think to just. Tell me if we're in the bad place.
What is this news about them banning
robbers and gangsters? TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, robbers and gangsters. Listen, you're guilty until you prove your innocence. If you're in the middle of a trial and you've been wrongfully accused of a crime, right? Wrongfully, they don't have any merit. It's baseless, it's meritless, and they don't have any real tangible proof and evidence. It's on your record. No matter what you do, people look up your background. It's there. It's going to be there. They're going to be able to see it. You're guilty until proven innocent. And then once they see it, they have an actual opinion about who you are as a person, right? And whether they want to do business or don't do business with you. You get what I'm saying? You're guilty until you prove your innocence here in this country. It's not innocent until proven guilty. You understand what I'm saying? If you've been truly convicted of a crime, seriously, right? Which I believe that a lot of people have been falsely accused and falsely prosecuted of a crime. The percentage is pretty high. I believe it's like 80%, 85% have been falsely accused and falsely convicted of murder or some sort of capital offense. My thing is this, right? That is the society that we currently live in right now. That's the reason why these individuals over on Red Note over in China is saying that Americans believe that they're free, but they're truly not. And it's a running joke in other countries that we believe we're free when we're not. We're not free. This is not the land of the free. It's the land of opportunity. And if they have an opportunity to get over on you, then they'll take that opportunity. That means if you don't understand and know what your true rights are, your common law rights, whatever it may be, they'll take the opportunity to fuck you. There you go. Let's continue.
Red Note? They can't just ban every app that we go to. Is this the communist place?
Have y'all seen their electric cars that are under $10,000? Some of them are under $10,000, and they're outperforming any luxury car that we have here in the United States.
We are like the American budget in. Like, this is not AI. This is Shanghai, okay? And we can't even fix our fucking sidewalks.
I was shocked that you guys have two jobs to cover living cost, and from all
That's true. Y'all know that's true because that's just, oh my gosh, that's crazy.
these years, I thought you guys don't eat fresh vegetables because you don't like eating vegetables. I never thought like
It's funny because it's true. I'm sorry.
it's expensive. I never would thought fresh vegetables are expensive.
Trying to catch your breath? Because I see you hopping between softwares all day
Listen.
instead of using Connect Team, the all-in-one platform.
I saw some.
She never thought that fresh vegetables was expensive. She's saying that over in China, they believe that we didn't eat fresh vegetables because we just didn't like vegetables. No, they're saying that they never thought that fresh vegetables that we didn't eat fresh vegetables because it was expensive. They never thought that. Like, damn, is it? They never thought fresh vegetables could be expensive. And here in the US, right, where they are frowning upon you being able to grow your own food, your own vegetables, things like that, you growing it yourself, they have a problem with that because they want to monopolize your food structure, right? They want to be the ones who have this power predator move. So if you need to eat, if you need something like that, then you need to come to us. Don't grow it in your own backyard. If you grow it in your own backyard, there's a possibility you can face fines and go to jail, things like that. But people do it anyway because, fuck you. You know what I mean? Who cares? This is my property. This is what I'll do. But is it truly your property if they have rights to say whether you can collect rainwater? If they have rights to say whether you can grow your own crops? You got to ask yourself that question. Let's continue, y'all. It's crazy. Let's continue.
Somebody chopping up vegetables, and I was like, wow, I can't believe he's chopping them so big. Like, if he's trying to feed school kids, it's a good quantity, but like these are really big chunks. I was like, what the heck was he doing? It was for the pigs.
So I downloaded the little red book and I made a new bestie. And she ended up going to the market and sent me a picture of her local market. I picked what was familiar to me and what I knew, and that was corn on the cob. I looked up to see what would that be in US dollars. 94 cents. What would it be here in America, you might ask? $7.
$7.
Is this what they don't want us to know?
And you're worried about a foreign nation?
And the answer is yes, because they're so busy getting over on you, okay? This is not the land of the free and home of the brave. This is the land of opportunity and an opportunist. You understand what I'm saying? So if they have an opportunity to get over on you, they're going to take that opportunity because you're giving them so free, so willingly. You understand what I'm saying? This is the reason why we're war sheep. We're not sheep. The sheep who's going to follow blindly. You understand what I'm saying? We are the war sheep, the ones who's going to observe, who's going to see what the hell the bullshit is, and we're going to challenge the narrative. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning we're going to get them horns prepared. We're going to get it ready, and we're going to get ready to buck. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. You got to stop being sheep that's being led to slaughter and become more war sheep. Start thinking with your autonomy. You understand what I mean? It's crazy because I looked some things up, okay? And I'm going to be honest with you. I used AI, and I looked up my channel, and I asked it, and I was like, hey, so is there a problem with the things that I preach and teach, or the things that I talk about on my channel, and I encourage people to do on my channel? Is it a problem? Would the CIA view it as a threat? Would the FBI view it as a threat? And it responded to me and said, based on my points of views, right? Based on my viewpoints, based on my point of views and the things that I teach when it comes to self-sufficiency, self-autonomy, being able to think and going against an intergovernmental system and being able to stand on we the people, that the answer was yes. Yes, I would be labeled a threat to society. And it's very interesting, right? Because I think a lot of us truth tellers are definitely labeled that or pictured to be that. But, the truth is better than fiction. And I'm a man of truth. So I can't come on here and sell a bunch of lies to you. I want to present the truth the best that I can do it to the best of my abilities. But let's continue with this video.
Nation coming in through TikTok? That's what the government's talking about today, is a foreign adversary affecting our citizens. Your citizens are running for their lives!
America is the only developed country in the world that does not provide some form of universal health care.
In China, when a baby is born, they give them a box full of supplies, everything that they need for the baby, diapers, clothing, and this box doubles as a crib. But in the US, when a baby's born, they charge you to hold your newborn. It's called skin to skin, something like that on the bill.
If America doesn't stand up, we're in big trouble.
Listen, it's only because this is a money system. You understand what I'm saying? You're the commodity. You are the commodity, your energy. You understand what I'm saying? And then you having to spend money to have a child is nonsense. You understand what I'm saying? It's absolute crazy. This is something that we need to fix in this society. But when you have an agenda, right? When the elites have an agenda to reduce birth rates, right, and to increase death rates because of their own motives. You understand what I'm saying? They have their own motives to do so. They have to make you desiring to have more children to be something that is extremely out of reach for you. You're going to consider financially, can you support another child? You're going to consider, can we pay for the medical bills? Can we pay for the shots that they're going to be pumping snake venom and monkey pus up with these children that should develop an immune system naturally? And it should be a result of, if they were to catch these things, then maybe perhaps you would have to do something. When we have natural fruits, natural herbs, things like that that can cure 95% of all illnesses within the body. You understand what I'm saying? You got to consider all these things financially, inflation. You got to weigh all of these different scales, and it deters you from wanting to have more children based on you not being able to financially support it. So in this country, this is what you have. But in other countries, you don't have those same issues. And are we truly the land of the free? Are we truly the home of the brave? Are we the land of the opportunists and home of cowards? You understand what I'm saying? Who won't stand up to say, you know what? These are the things that we will not continue to have within this country. This is the reason why I might get in trouble. Are we going to stand up and say these are the things that we will not continue to have within this country as a unit? Unified, black, white, Mexican, Asian, American, it doesn't matter what race you are. Are we going to unify collectively? This is the reason why they push all these racial issues, is that they keep a country divided, then that country cannot stand on its own. You understand what I'm saying? If they keep us as a people divided, then us as a people, we cannot take back control over this country. They want to separate you. They want to keep you divided, even with male and female. They want to keep you divided. Not only that, they want to continue to push off this gay homosexual agenda so they can be able to demasculate the men who are supposed to fight for the causes within this country, for these causes to be in effect, for these causes to be something that is in society. The only real force that's going to be able to affect change is real men who are going to fight for a righteous cause. Now, don't get me wrong, women can do so as well, but it's not as effective as a man can do it. You understand what I'm saying? So they attack the man and masculinity within men because they do not want a stance. They do not want a rebellion. They do not want us to stand for the things that we're deserving of as human beings, as natural men and women in this country. It's very interesting. I find it to be very interesting, y'all. You guys let me know what your thoughts is, okay? My thing is this, right? Is that, that's all I really have for you today, all right? Don't forget to like this video, comment, subscribe, and do all those good things. Man, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Are we as a people, are we the land of the free and home of the brave? Are we truly the land of cowards and home of the opportunists? You understand what I'm saying? Land of the opportunists and home of the cowards. You understand what I'm saying? It's sad to say, but it's true. And we must effect change. The days of the Boston Tea Party have been long gone. They raised the taxes to 1% tax raise. And you had an outcome like the Boston Tea Party, driven by men. You understand what I'm saying? We up 30% in taxes and being taxed on things that we should own. Not only that, you got all of these automobiles, all of these vehicles that's steady being produced and being made. And how many of them are sitting in parking lots right now? You drive by them every day on your way to work. It's thousands of these vehicles sitting out there. Why is it that these automobiles are increasing in its value, but the dollar bill, the more they print, the more they produce, will decrease in its own value? Why is that everything that is scarce, right? It costs more, right? It costs more if it's scarce. But if it's in an abundance, right, it's going to cost a lot less. Besides automobiles, besides vehicles and whatever else you can think of, homes. You understand what I'm saying? Houses, there's plenty flow of them. There's so many different houses out here that you can purchase that they're just newly built. Nobody's occupying them. They're completely empty, right? All of these homes you can purchase, and yet they continue to increase in its value, in its market value, in its pricing. Why is that? When if we were to spread out this dollar bill, it'll decrease on its own value. We got to make this make sense, y'all. We got to make it make sense. The price of food can inflate, right? The least amount of food we have, the more you got to pay. But the least amount of vehicles you have, you still got to pay more. And even though there's plentiful of vehicles, you still got to pay more. It's still up there in prices. In China, these luxury vehicles, right, that's outperforming all of our vehicles here are $10,000, y'all. That's what blows my mind. Is that this vehicle that's not even that crazy, that's not even, listen, basic, 30,000. And if it becomes scarce, right, becomes rare, you come from 30,000 to 100,000 to 300,000. That is absolutely insane. That is insane. You got plentiful of fruit, right? And it'll come down and it'll decrease in its value, right? If you got if it's plentiful and you got it and you don't have to ship it in, that will decrease in its value because it's so plentiful. They want to get rid of it. We got all these automobiles and the pricing just steadies to increase. And the moment you drive it off the lot is the moment where it decreases in its value. Y'all let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please like this video, comment, and subscribe. Share with whoever may benefit from it, y'all. Because honestly, like I said before, we like to shed light. Because light creates understanding. Understanding creates love. Love creates patience. And patience creates unity. So let's get unified in the spirit. That is Malcolm X, y'all. Don't forget it. That's a quote from Malcolm X. Like, comment, subscribe, y'all. Do all the YouTube stuff. We'll holler at you later. All right. Peace. Shalom.